Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to do a quick intense burner for our core, but we're also going to use our legs at the same time, okay? So this time we're going to come over to the front. So lay down in front of you, lay down onto the stomach and take those hands across from one another, one hand stacked upon another, your forehead down. Take a deep breath in, just stretch both legs first and foremost. And we're going to raise the one leg up and then we're going to lower down. Good. We're going to do 20 single leg extensions. Now you're probably thinking, wait a second, this is core? Yes. We are working our hamstrings, we are working our glutes, and in turn, we are going to be working our lower back. So it is attached to our abdominals. We're pulling from the toes all the way up to the hip. And try not to lift the hip up too high. Keep it grounded. Keep it in alignment with the floor. Good. 12 more reps here. Lift and lower, keep pointing the toes, and your left leg is still active. It is still pushing into the floor. It is still tight and the muscles are tense. Keeping yourself stable on your left and right hip. Good. 8 more. Really reach the toe to the back of the room. Pulling in the navel. Last 6. See if you can relax your jawline, your shoulders, your neck. Sometimes your neck wants to do some work whilst we're doing the core. No need. Last 3, 2, and 1. This time we're going to swap legs, so 20 reps on the left leg. Now that your right leg has worked, pulling in the navel for the left. The right leg is still tight and taut, pushing the tops of the toes into the mat. Lift and lower. We're not going to lift up very high. Just making sure you've got that control. Keeping the core engaged, navel pulling in from the mat. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. This time we're going to go straight into an elbow plank. So if you can, we're going to take our elbows down, curl up our toes, but we're going to peel up bit by bit, okay? So if you wish to cross your arms, you can. If you want to place your palms down, do whatever you feel is necessary. Before we actually even lift up, I want you to come up on your elbows and then push the ground away with the elbows. So you're really making sure your biceps and your triceps are working. We are gonna peel our hips up, our knees are still on the floor, and then we're gonna raise up our knees. So this is your solid plank position. Toes are curled in, hold it here. Now, if those of you who want to work a little bit harder, we're still going to keep pushing the ground away with your elbows, and we're going to raise up the right leg, the left leg. Keeping our hips down, we're not raising those legs up very far. Keep looking about a 45-degree forward than your hands. Keep breathing. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower those knees, lower those hips, press into the floor with the elbows slightly forward above your shoulder, forward than your shoulders, and push the ground away with those arms. Legs are nice and taut, extending behind you. Hold it here. Breathe here. Good. Pushing those elbows back into the mat. You may wish to curl those fingertips together. We're going to lift up our hips, pull our navel in, curl those back toes, lift up our knees, and again we're going to raise up the right leg and the left for 5. Keep those hips low. Take your time. Pulling in from the navel. Now if those leg lifts are a little bit too much, you can stay into an elbow plank. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. This time drop the knees and push yourself back into a child's pose position. So before we move on, we really want to open up the back because we did a lot of work with those leg lifts. We're going to come into a side plank rotation, okay? So elbow is down and making sure our heels are in line with our hips and our elbows slightly off center from our shoulder. Pushing yourself up and then taking that top hand back behind you. Now you can either stack your feet on top of each other or you can stagger the feet in front. Whatever you prefer, we're going to do 6 rotations. Elbow to wrist and lift from the bottom hip. Good. So we're pulling in the navel. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's go to the other side. And we're going to set ourselves up back into the strong position. So feet are extended, hips are in line, elbow is off center, and push yourself up. Then you raise the top elbow. Taking your time first, set yourself up for success. Lift from the bottom hip before you rotate. 4, 6, 5, take your time, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Okay, give yourself a little bit of a break. We are going to go into a side plank with a leg raise. So if that last sequence was enough, please do that one again. On our last exercise, we're going to do a rotation with a leg raise, okay? So I'm going to stay on my right side first. Popping my feet forward, again, setting yourself up for success. Lift up when you're ready, lift up with that hand. We're going to do a rotation for 6, leg lift. Rotation for 5. Remember on this one, we want to maintain the control of our hips. Our core work for 4. Nice and strong. Lift with our bottom hip for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Excellent. Sit back down, swap sides. Last exercise, you guys. Set yourself up. Hips, knees. Remember, you can stay on your knees if this is a bit too much. If you're coming with me, full plank position. Rotate for 6. Lift up. And squeezing the glutes. Flex the feet. You might feel a little bit of wobbles. Last 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more for luck. Woo! Ah. Felt a lot more shaky on this side. If you enjoyed that one, please let me know in the comments box. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you back here for more videos for free. on YouTube. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.